In this video, I'm going to show you the 7 secrets that will never make you poor and why people are broke. Welcome to Money Invest. So what actually makes us rich or poor in the first place? It's never the stuff you accumulate that makes you rich. It's always your mindset about money. And if anything is true, I can tell you this for sure, everyone wants to be rich, but not everyone wants to think like a rich person. To some people, being broke is all they've ever known, it's what they are used to, it feels safe. And they don't really know how life would be without worrying where their next meal will come from, or how long before their utilities are shut off. They might feel scared of what would happen if they had more money, even if having money would solve most of their problems and give them infinitely more opportunities and choices than they currently have. When you're stuck in a limiting mindset about money, it's easy to stay broke. When you have a mindset about money that creates the same results over and over again, you might be surprised to find out it's not just a result of luck. If you're not happy with where you're at financially, your money mindset might be the reason why. According to the Federal Reserve, you're already significantly better off than 1/3 of Americans if you have at least $400 set aside in case of an emergency. It's evident that the majority of individuals are terrible money managers, and there aren't many who control their finances well. Although having a positive relationship with money does not necessarily mean being wealthy or earning a high salary, it does imply knowing how to handle your funds well. It just implies that you make good judgments, don't make stupid ones on a regular basis, and are happy with your earnings and expenditures. What are the most common causes of financial hardship, and how can you prevent them? So that you don't make these errors that may keep you poor for life. If you're looking to enhance your financial situation, please subscribe to the channel and like this video if it is helpful. They lack a clear financial objective. Every financial decision you'll make begins with your long-term financial goals. What are you going to do if you have no idea how to boost your income, pay off debt, or work less? You're laying out a course for the future when you devise financial objectives. If you want to be rich, you need a sustainable plan that'll help you achieve it. For example, setting a 3-year deadline to become debt-free is a strong, clear objective that you may use to create a strategy for getting there. What are some things you can start doing now to help you attain it? Every major financial decision can be traced back to your financial objectives. It's the basis of every choice you make, including things like how much money you save versus how much you spend, where you choose to work, and whether or not your current job makes you happy. Having financial goals, on the other hand, isn't enough to prepare for emergencies. Because 1/3 of individuals do not have $400 available to pay for an emergency, this is a major issue. Unforeseen costs are all too frequent, and $400 isn't really a substantial sum when it comes to these issues. What if you get laid off? What if you need medical care? If you're not adequately prepared for a typical $400 unexpected expenditure, you'll be forced to pay for it in other ways, such as racking up credit card debt. Then it won't just be difficult to build an emergency fund, it will also be difficult to pay off. They allow immediate gratification. Almost everybody has heard the saying, no pain, no gain. It's true, when things get tough and we're in discomfort, our focus shifts from pleasure and satisfaction toward growth and progress. If you make everything about achieving instant gratification instead of taking your time and working hard for what you want, you won't reap any benefits in life. You don't resist temptation. The easiest thing we can do is take the comfortable way out whenever we can, says Michael Hardy in his book Living Large for the Long Haul. This means succumbing to instant gratification and avoiding discomfort at all costs, especially when it comes to spending. With instant gratification as the main goal, you would spend your money rather than save it. You'd buy out of impulse and convenience and end up with a lot of debt that'll plague you for years to come. They don't know how much they spend on a monthly basis. It's not always easy to determine your average monthly expenditures. Figuring out budgets and knowing where you spend most of your money isn't as easy as it seems, especially if you don't know where to start. You can make a profile of yourself on some free budgeting app that'll help you keep track of your money, but this requires discipline. It may be difficult to pinpoint how much you spend monthly on items like groceries or gas. The only way to find out is by monitoring your finances closely and keeping tabs on all expenditures throughout the month. If you don't know how much money you're spending in total, it'll be even harder to save. We suggest you purchase a paper notebook to keep track of your expenses. The link in the video's description will take you to our recommendation. They have no idea how much money they'll want or need in the long run. One of the biggest reasons people are broke is because they don't know what they are saving for, claims TV finance expert Stacey Johnson on his website. If you're unclear about your future plans, you won't feel motivated to save for them or work toward them. You may feel like knowing how much you want to save is enough, but if you don't know what you want to save for specifically, your savings will never amount to anything. You'll end up losing money in the long run because of unnecessary fees you can avoid paying by choosing a different bank or opening a different account. They have expensive habits. Rich people aren't the only ones who have pricey habits. Poor individuals frequently acquire expensive behaviors, which is one of the reasons they don't advance. You can't afford to waste $5 or $10 on an impulse buy, and you probably shouldn't even be spending that much. How many times have you bought something just because it was on sale? Or bought a lunch every day when it costs only $3 to make your own sandwich at home? Just one of these expenses can add up quickly, and if you're spending money on unnecessary purchases every day, your savings will never be substantial. They have bad debt. Not all debt is the same. Debt comes in two forms: good debt, which is money borrowed to enable you to make money. This would be a loan against the rental property's monthly income. Second, there's bad debt, which is the most frequently recognized type. This is money borrowed to acquire depreciating assets. These are things like cars, expensive electronic goods, or things that will fall in value over time. When you take on bad debt, you're not only charged interest rather than earning it, the objects are depreciating and have very little residual value. Their value will decrease over time until they are worth nothing, and the interest on that debt is just a waste of your hard-earned money. As the saying goes, rich individuals earn interest, while poor people must pay it. They spend money to impress people. Most individuals, according to Dave Ramsey, spend money they don't have on things they don't need in order to impress people they don't care about. This happens even among the poor because people mistakenly believe that they are unhappy due to not possessing enough money. Thus, they buy clothes or jewelries or go on lavish vacations to create the illusion of wealth. Worst of all, this is done without thinking about the future or the timing of these major expenditures. They make the purchase today, but they won't get their money's worth for some time, if ever. The problem is, when you make a big purchase to seem better, you may experience a sense of pride. However, that sensation will be fleeting. In a few days, you'll get used to the new shirt or necklace and forget about it. Then when the next major purchase comes along, you'll feel the need to top it and buy something even more expensive. So if you're someone who is struggling financially, or just want to get ahead in life, make sure that you avoid these 7 mistakes. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more money-making tips. Thanks for watching.